Welcome students to my channel GS Maths once again. Continuing the chapter from class 10th, Introduction to Trigonometry. Today we will do questions based on trigonometric identities. Even I would like to solve few problem sums from the topic trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Now let's start off straight away with the topic, that is trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Now I would like to do few questions from this topic also. Right now, as we know, sine of 90 degree minus theta, this is cos theta. Similarly, cos of 90 minus theta is sine theta. Tan of 90 minus theta is cot of theta, and so on. We wrote these formulas in my previous lectures, right? Now, straight away we will start off with the sum based on this topic, trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Now, question number 1. Say a 1 mark question comes from this, like I have a question, evaluate. It is, say, sine 41 upon cos 49 degrees. Now it's a very simple sum, but use the concept of the complementary angles, right? How can we do? Either change the numerator or the denominator. Now sine numeric value is 41, so I can write this as 90 minus 49 divided by cos of 49 degrees, right? I can write like this, 90 minus 49 is 41 only. Now what is sine of 90 degree minus theta? It is cos of theta divided by cos of 49 degrees. The answer is 1. What I have used here is sine of 90 degree minus of the angle is cos of theta. This is the fact which I have used. This is the concept I have used in this question, right? Now, the next sum from this very concept, it is, say, evaluate sine 39 degree minus cos 51 degree. Now, either you change this or we will change sine 39 degree. Now what we can do, let me try with the first term. I can write this as 90 degree minus 51, because I know 90 minus 51 is 39, minus cos 51 as it is, right? Now what is sine 90 minus theta? It is cos of theta minus cos 51 degrees. Answer is a big 0, right? Now sine of 90 minus theta is cos theta. I have used this concept. I haven't done anything with this term. It remains the same, cos 51. Both the terms are plus and minus, they cancel out. My answer is 0. Now the third sum, based on this concept, say it can be like this also. Now prove that cos 70 upon sine 20 cos 70 degrees upon sin 20 degrees plus cos 59 degree upon sin 31 degree minus 8 sin square 30 degree equals to 0. Here we are also required the value of sin 30 degree from that trigonometric table of 0, 30 degree, 45, 60 and 90 degrees. Right? Now cos 70, either change the numerator or the denominator. Now if I write this as cos 70 is written as 90 minus 20 divided by sin 20 plus cos 59 cos 90 minus 31 divided by sin 31 minus 8. What is the value of sin 30? Sin 30 is 1 by 2. It's square 1 by 2 because it's sin square 30 degree. That means sin 30 is square. Now what is cos 90 minus theta? Sin of theta divided by sin 20 plus what is cos of 90 minus 31? It is sin 31 divided by sin 31 minus 8. What is 1 by 2 square? That is 1 by 4. So I get 2 over here. This cancels. I get 1. This cancels. I get 1 minus 2. The 2 minus 2. My answer is again 0. Right? Now the concept used is only cos 90 minus theta, that is complementary angles concept. Cos, I can change this numeric value 59 as 90 minus 31, it's 59. Sin of cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta, cos of 90 minus theta is sin theta. I get 1 plus 1 minus of 2, that is 2 minus 2, the answer is 0. Now another type of the question which we can get is this. Based on complementary angles, of course, it is evaluate the following. I need the value of this. Evaluate cot 12 degree, cot 12 degrees, cot 38, cot 52, cot 60 and cot 78. Cot 78. This, right? Now what we can do is just fill the value of cot 60 because tan 60 is root 3, so cot 60 will be 1 by root 3 and group these cot 12 multiplied by cot 78. This I have done intentionally. Why? You will learn in the next step. Cot 38, cot 52 and cot 60, which I told you is 1 by under root 3 because tan of 60 is under root 3. So cot is reciprocal of it. So I get 1 by under root 3 right here. Now 1 by under root 3. Just watch this step. Cot 12 as it is. Cot 78 can be written as cot 90 degree minus 12. It's again 78. Then cot 38 degree as it is. This cot 52 can be written as cot 90 degree minus of 38. 1 by under root 3 cot 12. Cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. right? Cot 38, cot 90 minus theta is tan 38. Now their product is going to be 1. Why it is 1? 1 by under root 3. I can write this as 1 by tan 12 degrees into tan 12. I can write this as 1 by tan 38 over here. This and this cancels, this and this cancels. I get the answer as 1 by root 3. It's 1 by root 3 into 1 into 1. Answer is 1 by root 3. The concept used as cot of 90 minus theta is tan theta. You can change this or this. You can change any one of the two. That is either this or this. Right? Now, why I chose cot 12 and cot 78, cot 38 and cot 52? Because 78 plus 12 is 90 degree. 38 plus 52 is again 90 degree. So I have to write the complementary angle, that is 90 minus theta. That is 90 minus theta. So that is why I grouped cot 12 and cot 78, cot 38 and cot 52. I get the final answer, that is 1 by root 3. This was another type of a sum which we can get from the topic of trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. They usually come in 1 mark or it can be a 2 mark question in your exam. Now, last of this kind, it is say, question is, if secant 5a equals to cosecant a plus 36 degrees, right? Where 5a is an acute angle, find the value of a. Now, it is given 5a is acute angle. Acute angle. That means its value is less than 90 degree. Now what we can do, I can change this or I can directly change this. Now it's a secant. Look here. What is cosecant of 90 minus theta? This is secant of theta. I can write secant theta as cosecant 90 minus theta. So let me change this thing. I can write this as cosecant of 90 minus 5a. Cosecant of 90 minus theta is secant theta equals to, it's cosecant of a plus 36 degrees. Now both are cosecant on the sides, so both the angles will be equal. That is 90 minus 5a must be equal to a plus 36. Now 90 minus 36 is equal to 5a plus a. This is 4. 10 minus 6 is 4. 8 minus 3. 54 equals to 6a, or a equals to 9 degrees. Right? A is 9. So 5a is 5 times a. That is 5 into 9. This is 5 into 9, 45 degrees, which is obviously an acute angle. Which is obviously an acute angle less than 90 degrees. This is the way how we solve these kind of questions. Only one concept of complementary angles is used in solving these type. Right? Now coming on to the next topic, and a very, very important topic now, the questions based on trigonometric identities. Right? Hope you have gone through those identities which we have already discussed in my previous lectures. Now I will write them once again for you. Trigonometric identities. Now the first identity I told you is sine square theta plus cos square theta equals to 1. Second was cosecant square theta minus cotangent square theta equals to 1. Third was secant square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. These were the three identities, main three identities. In addition to it, we had Pg tan theta can be written as sine upon cos theta. Cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta. It can be written as cos theta upon sine theta. Then cosecant theta is reciprocal of sine theta, and secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta. 1 upon cos is secant, 1 upon sine is cosecant, tan is sine by cos, cot is reciprocal of tan, reciprocal of tan. Moreover, cot theta into tan theta, this is 1. Secant theta into cos theta, this is 1, because I can write 1 by cos theta. Cos with cos goes, 1 is the answer. Then sine theta into cosecant theta, this is again 1. Remember these identities, remember these relationship between various trigonometric ratios. Now I have written them here. These will be applied in the problem sums, which we will just start in this lecture. Go through these identities, remember these identities. Even the concept of complementary angles will be applied somewhere in few questions, right? Now go through these. Now to start off, very basic question. It is prove that. Now these questions will be based on trigonometric identities only. Now prove the following using the trigonometric identities. 1 minus sine square theta into secant square theta, this is equal to 1. We have to prove this. What is 1 minus? I have this identity. Cos square theta plus sine square theta is 1. So from here I can get cos square theta is 1 minus of sine square theta. So I can write this as cos square theta, this secant square theta as it is. Now cos square theta, secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta. I can write secant square theta as 1 upon cos square theta. This and this cancels. Answer is 1. So I have used only one identity. What I have used is 1 minus sine square theta I have written equals to cos square theta. And cos square theta into secant square theta is 1. Because secant theta is reciprocal of cos theta, they cancel out. The answer is 1. Next question. Next is, right, prove that secant square theta plus cosecant square theta under the root, this is equal to tan theta plus cot theta. Tan theta plus cot theta. Now we have to run a marathon, right? When we will do these sums, trigonometric, based on trigonometric identities, there are a number of questions, a variety of sums which we will come across where we can use the identities, the basic trigonometric identities, right? So be prepared for it. Secant square plus cosecant square theta equals to this. secant square now. Take the left hand side. Look at the answer on the right hand side. I need tan and cot now. So I know that secant squared theta, this can be written as 1 plus tan squared theta plus cosecant squared theta can be written as 1 plus cotangent squared theta. What I have used? I have used the identity as secant squared theta is 1 plus tan squared theta, cosecant squared theta is 1 plus cot squared theta. Now tan squared theta plus cot squared theta plus 2. 1 plus 1 is 2. Now how can I convert this into this? It's very simple. How can I write? It's tan squared theta plus cot squared theta plus 2. I know tan theta into cot theta is 1. Why we use this? It was 2 multiplied by 1. I can write here 2 into 1. So in place of 1 I have written tan theta into cot theta. Now what happens? It becomes a perfect square. A square plus B square plus 2AB. It's tan theta plus cot theta. It's whole square under the root. Answer आ गया tan theta plus cot theta, which is equal to right hand side. Tan theta plus cot theta was required on the right hand side. We proceeded, we used secant square theta equals to 1 plus tan square theta. So secant square theta as 1 plus cot square theta. Then tan square plus cot square as it is. 1 plus 1 as 2. So 2 into 1 I wrote. 1 can be written as tan into cot. This becomes a perfect square. Square and under root cancels. I am left with your right hand side. Now, next sum based on trigonometric identities. The more sums you solve yourself, right, the more confidence you will gain. Okay, how to start off with the sum, what and where and which identity I am going to use over here. This you will learn when you solve a number of sums, number of problems with, right? Now, next is this. Question is, prove that sin theta upon 1 minus cos theta, this is equal to cosecant plus cotangent. Cotangent. Now, take the left hand side, sin theta upon 1 minus cos theta. What we can do is, we can rationalize it. 1 plus cos, 1 plus cos, sin theta, 1 plus cos theta. What is 1 minus cos theta into 1 plus cos theta? It's 1 minus cos square theta. A minus b into a plus b. A square minus b square. Sin theta. 1 plus cos theta. 1 minus cos square theta is sin square theta. Sin theta with sin theta goes. I am left with 1 plus cos theta upon sin theta. Divide them separately. I get 1 upon sin theta plus cos theta upon sin theta. 1 upon sin theta is cosecant. Cos upon sin is cotangent. I get the right hand side. Right? This is the way. This is the technique to solve the sum. Sin theta upon this was given. We can do what at the most we can rationalize them. So I rationalize it. I get in this thing in the numerator. A minus b into a plus b is a square minus b square. What is 1 minus cos square theta? It's sine square theta. This sine with sine cancels. I get this expression. It can be done like this. So 1 upon sine is cosecant theta. What is cos upon sine? It's cot theta. You get the right hand side. Now before I wind up this topic, let me do one more question for you. It's a very simple sum. Yeah. Question is, prove that tan theta plus sin theta tan theta plus sin theta upon tan theta minus sin theta, this is equal to secant theta plus 1 upon secant theta minus 1. Let me rub this off. Now, take the left hand side again. I have tan theta plus sin theta upon tan theta minus sin theta. Now change this tan into sin theta upon cos theta plus sin theta. Change this tan into sin theta upon cos theta minus sin theta. Now what we can do is we can take sin theta, I can write like this, common from the numerator. This, I am left with 1 upon cos plus 1. Again take sin from the numerator. I get 1 by cos minus 1. Like this. This cancels. Now it is 1 plus cos theta upon cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. It is there. Now I want secant theta upon this. It's simple. No need to do this step. What is 1 by cos theta? You get directly secant theta plus 1. What is 1 by cos theta? Secant theta minus 1. This is your right hand side. This is the way how we solve this question. Right? Now I wind up this lecture of mine based on trigonometric identities. But before that we did few questions from trigonometric ratios of complementary angles, and I promise you many more questions based on trigonometric identities. Till then, watch my previous lectures, right? Then go through the trigonometric identities, trigonometric ratios, and so on. Till then, goodbye. Have a very nice time. Thank you.